Okay, so there are, as usual, multiple guitars. This is, there's an acoustic on the record that is in either drop D or open D. I'm doing it in open D. I think you don't really ever hear these strings, so that's why, but I do think it's in open D. So it's low E string goes down to D, A string stays in A, D string stays at D, G string goes down to F sharp, B string goes down to A, E string goes down to D. Okay, so, all right, so the intro is just one bar of, okay, so second finger on the 4th fret of the D, third finger on the 5th fret of the low E, pinky on the 5th fret of the A, and then you're just gonna strum just these bottom 4 strings, like the E, the A, the D, and the G. Brings you into the verse riff thing that happens a million times. So it's going to be, this first chord is like second finger, this is how I'm playing it, second finger on the 4th fret of the D, and then you're strumming basically these bottom 3 strings, bottom 4 strings. There's other possibilities of what that chord could be. I don't think it's that, I think it's this. It sounds very similar, obviously, to just playing all opens. So it could be that, but I think I kind of hear that. So it's, okay, so, and this strumming pattern that happens a lot, you're gonna go down, down, and then you mute. And then there's sort of a little down up on the mute. You know, it's like down, down, mute, down, up on the mute, and then down, down, mute, down, up. Okay. So you're gonna go bum, bum, you do that twice. Now, this is just 9th fret on the low E and 9th fret on the A. I'm using my 3rd and 4th fingers. You could use your 2nd and 3rd. So then back to that chord from this one just happens once, and then back to this chord from the intro. 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the D, 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the E, and pinky on the 5th fret of the low E. And then replace the 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the D with the 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the D. So, and then, which brings you right back to there. Okay, now this is always what happens in all the verses. One little thing is that when they're singing, they usually don't do this. There's a few times that they do, but it's like, then you do it, you know. You know? So when it's singing, it's just that, just one time of doing 2 downstrokes on this version, not that version. Okay. Then there's like the little instrumental thing that happens a couple times that's like the rock out, which is just the same chord progression, but now it's like, you know, I think. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. There's a lot of noise there. but so just play this chord, then this chord, and then this chord. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, and that repeats itself 4 times. Okay, so it goes between those 2 sections a couple times, and then it does the slowdown thing. So now you're kind of in this slower, same chords, but now sort of a slightly different order. This one for 2 beats, 2, and then up to here for 2 beats. There's kind of like a 2, 3, and 4, and then back for 2 beats, 2, and then this one again. You just repeat that a bunch of times. That a bunch of times. I might not have done it the right number of times. And then at the very end, it does do like a slower version of that rock out part from before, like. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that little instrumental thing, but I think it's a bass that goes. That little part, anyway. I didn't do that because I think it's on the bass. Okay, cool. There is a whole tab available in my Patreon, link in the description. Okay, electric guitar in standard tuning. So like this is the part that Julian plays live. First chord, first finger on the 4th fret of the D, second finger on the 5th fret of the A. Then it's just a power chord off the 7th fret, and then down. This is first finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D. You have to kind of lean the first finger over in order to mute the A. And then you can pick up the second finger, pick up the 3rd finger and replace it with the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the D. Maybe I'd go. Something like that. You can let it be a little, a little messy. That's kind of part of the sound, In that chorus, it's like, might be this, same note, 7th fret on the B or 11th fret on the G, and just like give it a lot of vibrato when you play it a lot. Sometimes there's like a second note, maybe that note, maybe like something like that. Again, it's like, there's a lot of pretty stuff. It's so washed out and it's kind of hard to make out distinct parts, but in the You Wonder part, at one point I was playing, there's like these notes in there. 5th fret on the B and the E and 7th fret on the G. You can pick around that. Anyway, those are some ideas of things to play for that part. All right, so yeah, something like that. And tab available at my Patreon, and let me know any questions, comments, suggestions, and thank you so much for watching.